15 state lawmakers have sponsored this bill. It is House Bill 2290, and going forward, it could really have historic implications for trans people across Arizona. Now, all this dealing with the trans person's death certificate. As it stands right now, when they die, their gender identity is not listed on their death certificate. Instead, it's the gender that was given to them at birth. The only way to change it is if a loved one gets a letter from a doctor confirming that that person had a sex change. So even if a person has openly lived their entire life as the opposite sex, their lasting identity hinges on notification from a doctor. Here's the thing, though, that would change under this bill. Going forward, loved ones would only need to provide basic documentation like a driver's license or a name change order to get gender switched on a death certificate. This evening, both lawmakers and trans activists are calling this a human rights issue.
I want to see Arizonans get the dignity and the respect that they deserve as well in life as well as in death.
In death, that is like the one last thing that is for them. So being able to identify with who they really are in death is really important.
Now, we should mention some questions do remain with this whole thing happening, including what happens to a transgender person's birth certificate and if death benefits will be affected by this move. We did ask the main sponsor of this bill those questions. She told us those things still being worked out at this time. For now, she says that she's focusing on the starting point with transgender legislation. In the studio tonight, Ryan Sims, Arizona's Family.